The history of digital media. Digital media is digitized content that can be transmitted over the internet or computer networks. This can include text, audio, video, and graphics. News from a TV network, newspapers, magazines are also examples of digital media. Digital media has been a forerunner across all social media platforms. How did it evolve? Technology is such an essential part of human lives as we depend on it for our basic needs, entertainment, information, travel, and communication. Internet, especially with the use of smartphones, has helped the world to become closer than ever. The Internet was created in 1983. It is the global system of interconnected computer networks. It is known as the network of networks. It carries a vast range of services and resources. The services include file sharing, electronic mail, World Wide Web. The World Wide Web is one of the services offered by the Internet. It is also known as www or the web. It was invented by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989, and he wrote the first web browser computer program in 1990 while employed at CERN in Switzerland. There are different generations of the World Wide Web, and these include Web 1.0, Web 2.0, and 3.0. Web 1.0 was introduced in 1996. It is entirely made up of web pages connected by hyperlinks. It is also known as the informational web. Users cannot interact with the content of the web pages. It did not support two-way communications. Web 2.0 was introduced in 2006. It is also known as the read-write web. Today's Web 2.0 applications are openly accessible and dynamically generated. When using Web 2.0, everyone can be a content producer. Web 3.0, introduced in 2016, also called the semantic web, is the web of data. There are trillions of users on it. It is known as the read, write, and execute web. Google was introduced in 1998 by Larry Page and Sergey Brin while they were PhD students at Stanford University in California. It began to grow rapidly in 2001, and it was a go-to place for finding what you needed on the internet. Blogs began to be introduced in 1994. The first blog ever was introduced by Jason Hall, and it was called links.net. Blogs allowed people to share news, ideas, thoughts, and much more. Industries and media empires began to grow through the use of blogs. Broadband. In the early thousands, the majority of the UK was still operating on the slow 56 kilobytes dial-up broadband. Services such as YouTube desperately needed to catch up, and it wasn't until the middle of 2005 that broadband access in the UK finally overlooked those still using dial-up, creating waves across the media. Social media began to emerge in the mid to late 2000s, and social media sites such as Bebo and MySpace were introduced, and it was later followed by Facebook and Twitter, and it became the new place for brands and publishers to share their message and stories, an essential piece of any digital marketing strategy. The iPhone allowed users to read their favorite websites, magazines, or newspapers whenever they desired. It was introduced on June 29, 2007. It became the most important mobile device on the market and included many features which were beneficial to the user.